It's all one color again. Alright, so if you look here, I'll show you all the imperfections before we even get started. Why it's a better idea to fit this one on versus keep this. So that's the KBD lip. Muffler hit it, burnt it. I cut it all out when I had my old exhaust tips on. It was never really made to be permanently on the car anyway. I was going to grab that bumper, but with everything that happened as far as losing side skirts and I came across a deal, this just literally happened by accident, but it was perfect. So I did a quick wrap job on this. I really didn't wrap this inner part as good as I should have. And it's like just like mad self-tap screws in it, just because, and you can see it already started baking in. It wouldn't sit flush with the bumper at all. This KBD lip was supposed to be for like the 97 plus rear ends, but this is like a 95, so it wouldn't have mocked up regardless. But so that is why this is the better option, because this has the lip already made onto it. I do gotta sand it to get it all smoothed out, but it'll be a better fit for us. So since I showed you all the imperfections with the bumper and the lip, let's go ahead and try to get this new rear bumper mounted, sanded down smooth. And I might not be able to vinyl wrap it today, but I'm gonna try. All right, so that actually fitted 10 times better than I thought it would, minus my exhaust. Kind of figured this was going to be off, but since it's V-band, I could loosen the V-bands and twist the muffler up, down how I need it to be, because it's like it's a huge gap there. So as far as shaving anything, I honestly don't have to shave it anywhere. So it's actually perfect, man. Let me see, let's get a still picture of it. Looks good. I like it. Minus the muffler, just hanging a little down lower than it should. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and drill some holes, get the bumper semi-mounted, and sand it smooth, because if I wrap the bumper how it is now, with these little nicks and everything, you see it straight through the vinyl wrap, like this. And it's like a rough finish, so it's almost like orange peel. I can't feel the scuffs, but I can feel the orange peel for sure. This, I would see that through the wrap, and so just sand it down real smooth like, and should be good to go, good to wrap. Got the bumper mounted. I just sand it down, just hit it with some 1500. I did raise the muffler up some, but looking at it, it can go up a little bit more, but I'm gonna leave it like that until I actually vinyl wrap it, so that way I can get my hand down in here to get all this vinyl wrap. And I might do like an inlay on this part, just so that way the wrap doesn't peel up. So like I said, go ahead, sand it down. 1500 sandpaper. Nothing fancy as far as brand with the sandpaper. I just grabbed some from the local hardware store. So this is the 1500. Quick wet sand it just to make sure it's all smooth down, and we should be good to go. We're actually done the sanding process. The point of the sanding wasn't to get everything like leveled out. It was just mainly to make it really smooth to the touch. Because if I would have left the orange peel type looking paint on it, you would see it straight through the vinyl wrap. It wouldn't be as smooth as this. So it'll have like a rough looking finish, which isn't good, and it's actually backwards. So it's not like I'm actually painting the bumper the way it is. I'm trying to get all the flat spots. I'm literally just trying to get it to be smooth to the touch, which it is now. So we can go ahead, start the process, and get the bumper vinyl wrap and get the car all back one color again. I still do have to wrap the side skirt, but for now I'm trying to focus on the bumper because it's going to take most of the vinyl wrap I actually have. So I might have to order more for the side skirt, so we'll see in a little bit. Usually wipe it down with this stuff. Before we start, we actually have to do some inlays, so we had to wrap this part of the bumper first because this is too recessed for the wrap to stick. Have to wrap around the exhaust because the wrap won't fold that much to actually get it to stick and hold. So to reduce the chance of the wrap peeling back, I'll wrap this little inner part, and on the other side I was going to delete that exhaust exit, but I mean, I just leave it for right now. I'm not really worried about that. That can always be deleted later. Yeah, so that'd be the best approach on wrapping this and getting it to not peel back and it look professional. I got my inlays done. The tag looks way better. I had to cut that section out just because it's a blank piece. I wrap the inside of this and the inside of this. Luckily I left the muffler the way it was because it was hard enough getting it in there. So now it's time for the easy but not so easy part. We're about to wrap the bumper. Should go pretty good. When I did the OEM back bumper, it wasn't too bad, but this has this little slit indentation in it where the lip meets the actual bumper, but we should be good. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so before we go any further, I would like to say I apologize if anybody looked at the video for like a full vinyl wrap tutorial type deal. That's not what this video was mainly about. It's mainly about just fitting the body kit on and yes, installing the vinyl wrap, but not going into deep detail of how to vinyl wrap a car. But I have good news for anybody who was actually looking for that. If you're looking for something like that on this channel, or some advice from me, since I wrapped a few cars, and my personal car, and I'm planning on wrapping the GS. If you're looking for any type of advice or any hints, or just want to see some vinyl wrap videos of full car vinyl wraps, partial wraps, or anything of that sort, drop down in the comment section. Let me know, because I do have to, I still do have to vinyl wrap the side skirt, the new door, which we have here. If you can see, it's right there behind all the boxes. I do have to wrap the door and the side skirt, the front bumper, and we are going to have to wrap the back bumper again, and I'll show you when we get out there. So we can go ahead, I can show you the part on the bumper that failed. I kind of was thinking it was going to fail, but I wasn't 100% sure if it was going to fail or not, and it failed. it is what it is. I'm not stressing. Like I said, I wanted to delete one of the exhaust exits on it anyway. Once I put the wrap on, I seen it. I don't like how it look at all, and I'm not gonna run dual exhaust. So I'm gonna get out here, start talking you guys' heads off, and let you see what I messed up on and what's coming up next as far as this rear bumper. All right, so you see walking up on it, it's perfect. I took the tag off so that way you can see license plates perfect. I focused on that so hard this time, it was so easy on this bumper. The wrap by the exhaust had failed just because of the heat of the exhaust just started melting it. It is what it is. But if you see like right here, it's a bubble formed. I am gonna poke a hole in that and get rid of the bubble. We should have wrapped this in 2 pieces just so that way I didn't have to poke a bubble in it and poke a hole in it and fight with bubbles like that. I mean, it is what it is. The wrap's on there now. We're going to keep it going this way. The reason why I didn't wrap this part and then this part is because I didn't have enough wrap. I honestly used all my wrap on the bumper. But, I mean, it came out good besides the part where the exhaust is. So, it's not like a total fail, but it's not how I would want it to be as far as like permanently. And plus, we're going to delete that exhaust exit. We're going to delete the passenger side exhaust exit and keep the driver's side exhaust exit. But I mean, it's all one color again. That's the main goal I was looking for. It's actually neat, and pretty much came out perfect besides, you know, the burnt up part. I mean, with that bubble right here where the lip meets the bumper, that's kind of common to happen if you don't do it in 2 pieces and it's too much of a recess. So I just poke a hole in it and get rid of that bubble. That's no big deal. So yeah, guys, we should be good to go, and like, I'll see y'all next time.